Hello students, in this video we are going to study remaining types of fractions. In that, first one is equivalent fractions. Fractions that represent the same part of a whole are said to be equivalent fractions. For example, 1 upon 2 is equivalent to 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8. Okay, these all are equivalent fractions. How they are equivalent, see, we can see here 1 upon 2 as it is, 2 upon 4 we can reduce to its lowest term, we will get 1 upon 2, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 upon 2 again, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, correct? So 1 upon 2 only will get. Therefore these all are equivalent fractions as they all have equal values, same values. Now we'll see how to find out equivalent fractions. There are two ways. First we can see here, we have one example 4 upon 8, how to find out its equivalent fraction. Students, remember, whenever we are finding equivalent fractions of any fraction, multiply both numerator and denominator of that fraction with the same number. For example, see 4 upon 8 I wrote here, and I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. 4 3s are 12 and 8 3s are 24. So here 12 upon 24 is the equivalent fraction of 4 upon 8. As well as we can find out equivalent fractions by dividing also. How? See here, now 4 and 8 we can divide by 2. Here we have to find out common factor which can divide both numerator and denominator, okay, while dividing. So 4 and 8 we can divide by 2 also, as well as by 4 also, right? Therefore 4 divided by 2 is what? 2, and 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. Both numbers we have to divide by same number, that you remember. So 2 upon 4 is the equivalent fraction of 4 upon 8. Okay, I hope you understood how to get equivalent fractions by this both the ways. Next type is simplest form of a fraction or lowest form. A fraction is said to be in its simplest form or its lowest form if its numerator and denominator have no common factor except one. For example, see here 4 upon 9 and 7 upon 15 are at its lowest term. How we can say that? See here 4 and 9 have no common factor except one, as well as 7 upon 15 also. Therefore, all the fractions which do not have common factors in numerator and denominator, then we call they are in its simplest form. If one fraction is not in its lowest form, then how to get its lowest form? That we'll see with the help of this example. If it is not in its lowest term, then we have to divide both numerator and denominator by its common factor. Okay, so 8 and 14 I'm going to divide by 2. So we'll get here answer 4 upon 7, and here we do not have any common factor except 1. Therefore 4 upon 7 is the lowest term of 8 upon 14. Students, remember that lowest term of any fraction can be found by dividing both numerator and denominator by their HCF. That also you remember. Now let's solve exercise 7.3. Write the fractions. Are all these fractions equivalent? Here this figure represents 2 upon 6. This figure represents 4 upon 9. And this figure represents 1 upon 4. Can we say that these all fractions are equivalent? No, because if we reduce this fraction 2 upon 6, it will become 1 upon 3, 4 upon 9 as it is, and 1 upon 4 also as it is. Now therefore these all fractions are not equal, therefore they are not equivalent. Next question is, replace this box in each of the following by the correct number. Here one example we can see, 2 upon 7 is equal to 8 upon this box. This equal to sign means what? This both the fractions are equivalent. Okay, so we have to find out that type of number, means here in this box, means this both the fractions will become equivalent. So to get that number, students, remember here both the numerators we have. Okay, so by which number we multiplied this 2? So we got here 8 by 4. 2 4s are 8. So definitely we should multiply the 7 also by 4 only. Therefore 7 4s are 28. Therefore 2 upon 7 is equal to 8 upon 28. See one more example here. Here 5 upon 8 is equal to 10 upon dash. Okay. Now see here, this 5 we multiply with 2. 5 2s are 10. Right. So multiply this 8 also with 2. Therefore 8 2s are 16. See one more example here. 3 upon 5 is equal to dash upon 20. So here how we got 20? When we multiply this 5 with 4. So multiply this 3 also with 4 only. Therefore 3 4s are 12. 5 4s are 20. Therefore 12 upon 20 is equal to 3 upon 5. Therefore 12 is the correct number here. Next question is, find the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 having denominator 20 as well as denominator 30. First example, C, find the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 having denominator 20. Okay, so here 3 upon 5 is equal to denominator must be 20. So to get this 20, by which number they have multiplied this 5? By 4. 5 4s are 20. So multiply this 3 also by 4. Therefore 12 will be the number. Therefore that fraction is 3 upon 5 is equal to 12 upon 20. One more example, see here, denominator 30. Therefore 3 upon 5 is equal to dash upon 30. So 5 6 are 30 we got here, right? Therefore 3 also multiply with 6. Therefore numerator will be 18. Therefore 3 upon 5 is equal to 18 upon 30. Next question is, find the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 having denominator 20. We need to find out here equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 with denominator 20. Therefore here, by which number they have multiplied this 5 to get its denominator 20? 5 4s are 20. They have multiplied this 5 with 4. So multiply this 3 also by 4. Therefore 3 4s are 12. Therefore 12 upon 20 is the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 with the denominator 20. See one more example in which denominator must be 30. So here, to get this denominator 30, by which number they have multiplied this 5? They have multiplied this 5 with 6. 5 6 are 30. So multiply this 3 also by 6. Therefore 3 6 are 18. Therefore 18 upon 30 is the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 with the denominator 30. Next question is, find the equivalent fraction of 36 upon 48 with denominator 4. We need to find out equivalent fraction of 36 upon 48 in which denominator will be 4. So we have to divide this 48 with such number. So when we will divide this 48 with that particular number, we'll get denominator here 4. So that number is 12. So when we will divide this 48 by 12, we'll get denominator here 4. Yes or no? If we divided denominator by 12, we have to divide numerator also by 12. So divide this 36 by 12. Therefore 36 divided by 12 is 3. Therefore equivalent fraction of 36 upon 48 is 3 upon 4. Now in this fraction we got denominator 4. Now fifth question. Check whether the given fractions are equivalent. Here given fractions are 5 upon 9 and 30 upon 54. Whether they are equivalent or not. How to check? This 5 upon 9 is at lowest term only, right? So 5 upon 9 copy as it is. Now this 30 upon 54 we will reduce to its lowest term. Okay, to check whether they are equivalent or not. Therefore, I divided this both 30 and 54 by 6. So after dividing, I got here 6 5s are 30 and 6 9s are 54. I got this lowest term of this 30 upon 54, that is 5 upon 9. Therefore, this 5 upon 9 and this 5 upon 9 are equal, right? Therefore, they are equivalent. So these both the fractions are equivalent. See one more example, 3 upon 10 and 12 upon 50. Here 3 upon 10 is already in its lowest term. So 12 upon 50 we will reduce to its simplest form. Therefore 3 upon 10 as it is, 12 and 50 have only one common factor, that is 2. Okay. Therefore 12 and 50 divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6 and 50 divided by 2 is 25. Now here 6 upon 25 do not have any common factor except 1, right? Therefore 6 upon 25 we got here. And we know that 6 upon 25 is not equivalent to 3 upon 10. Therefore they are not equivalent. See one more question. Reduce the following fractions to simplest form. Now we are going to find out lowest form of some examples. Now first example, 150 upon 60. To get its lowest form, I can divide this both number by 10. Therefore 150 divided by 10 and 60 divided by 10. So when after dividing 150 upon 60 by 10, I will get 15 upon 6. Now here again we can see this 15 and 6 we can divide by 3 also. Therefore 15 and 6 I will divide by 3 separately. Therefore 5 upon 2 I will get here. And 5 upon 2 have no common factor. Therefore 5 upon 2 is the lowest form of 150 upon 60. Students, we can find out its lowest form by directly dividing with its HCF also. And their HCF is 30. Therefore when I will divide this 150 and 60 by 30, I will get same answer, 5 upon 2. See one more example here, 84 upon 98. So when I am going to divide this 84 by 2 and 98 by 2, I will get here 42 upon 49. Okay. So now again this 42 and 49 have common factor, that is 7. So this 42 I can divide by 7 as well as 49. So 7 6 are 42, 7 7 are 49. Now 6 and 7 do not have any common factor. Therefore, 6 upon 7 is the lowest form of 84 upon 98. So directly this lowest form we can get with the help of LCM also, HCF also. And HCF is 7 to the 14. 14 is the HCF. When we will divide this 84 upon 98 by 14, we will get same answer. That is 6 upon 7. Let's see one more question. Ramesh had 20 pencils, Shilu had 50 pencils, and Jamal had 80 pencils. After 4 months, Ramesh used up 10 pencils, Shilu used up 25 pencils, and Jamal used up 40 pencils. And what fraction did each use up? Check is each has used up an equal fraction of her or his pencils. Okay, therefore they have given here number of pencils they were having and how much pencils they have used. These things they have given here. Okay, and we need to find out that what fraction did each use up, as well as check is each has used up an equal fraction of his or her pencils. Okay, so now let's find its answer. We know that Ramesh total number of pencils has 20 and pencils used 10. Therefore fraction is equal to 10 upon 20, that is 1 upon 2. In the same way, we will find out fraction for Shilu. Total pencils use 50 and total pencils she has 50 and pencils use 25. Therefore fraction is equal to 25 upon 50, that is 1 upon 2. Now Jamal, total pencils he has 80 and pencils use 40. Therefore fraction for Jamal is 40 upon 80, that is 1 upon 2. Therefore all of them use half of their pencils, right? Therefore each one use a equal fraction of pencils. That will be the answer. I hope you understood everything whatever we have discussed. Thank you. Have a nice day.